So Johnny, one final check with you. How are you feeling? Are you all good to go for this weekend?
Yeah, all good. Got through a couple of tough sessions over the last few days, so all good.
And how's the training camp been here? How much have you been able to get through over the last 5-6 days now?
It's been good. It's been good to have time together. You know, I suppose a few years ago we came here before we played England at home, and we had a bit of PTSD the few times we came back, but we managed to get some better results the times after that. So we enjoy coming here. We get to spend time together. Obviously, on your day off, you spend time together. You sit down and watch. There's no option to go home, so you go sit down and watch video together in the evening time. So it's been good for us in the first 10-11 days it's been to be properly together, and then we'll get a bit of time off after Wales game, get to go home for a day. So it's been the right mix, I think.
Speaking of PTSD, you're going back to the stadium where you haven't won a Six Nations game for a good while, but as far as 2013, how tough a place has it been for you over the last 10 years or so? I know you won World Cup once there, but Six Nations.
No, you're right. Like it's there was close calls in 15, 17, 19. They were going for the Grand Slam. We were going for the championship. I remember that day. It was a terrible day weather-wise. They got an early score, and we had to chase the game in the wet. It was a horrible day. One of the worst days we've had in green, a lot of us. And then obviously the last time we were there with Pete, getting the red card made things very difficult. But we could have even snuck away with a win. But it's amazing how you can look back at all these games and you remember them so vividly because they're all so special. It's a tough place to go. Ask any nation. Ask England, Scotland. No one has that good a record there. But even when we won there in 13, we went on to, I think, finish last in the tournament. So it doesn't guarantee anything if you get the win.
Yeah, and speaking of getting off to a good or a bad start, you've been in plenty of Six Nations. You've had plenty of good starts, plenty of bad starts. How tough is it to pick yourselves back up and build up momentum again if you do get off to a bad start? Because it's 5 games is a short little campaign. Yeah,
it's a short campaign. It's also 8 weeks, a couple of months long. It's a big chunk of the season. So it depends what way you look at it. But look, we're not worrying about next week or what happens if we win or what happens if we lose. We're fully focused on performance and trying to get that first up is always a challenge. There's no shying away from that. But we've done some great work to this point to make that a possibility.
Johnny, why is it important to spend that time together off the training field?
Well, just to get on the same page, isn't it? When you're at home, you do spend. If we were in camp in Ireland, we would spend a lot of time together anyway. But we have that option to go home on our day off, and you're out of camp for 36 hours or 48 hours. So it's just having that extra time together is good at this time when you're trying to get on the same page, get the calls back in your head, get used to playing with different guys again that you don't normally play with. So for those reasons, it's just been good, and get that atmosphere back. It's a special environment to be part of. We have obviously our Netflix friends in there, and they get to experience a bit of it. But it's a good place to be.
You're not getting involved in the Netflix thing, are you?
Of course I am.
You are.
I'm here now, am I?
Okay, there you go. Your old pal, Mr. Gatland, he was in apologetic mood yesterday. I don't know if you caught it, his press conference. He said, it's probably wrong not to pick Johnny for the Lions. Does that make it all okay in your mind, or is he trying to mess with your head?
I'd say he hasn't gone into you'd have to ask him, but that's gone now, isn't it? It's something that you never get back, which is why it hurt so bad at the time. But people make their decisions. At the time, they probably make them for what they think is the right reason. So you can't hold. I met him at the launch. There was no animosity or anything. It was shook hands, said hello. I got on very well with him on the 2 previous tours, which is probably why it hurt so much. But look, it is what it is. It's over now. It's a long time ago. But yeah.